Oh my God.
Let me lick you up and down, girl.
What the
and
hell is
stuff
that?
onto your body. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm Usher.
No, you're not.
I'm so Usher.
Dude, I am blacker than you are.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, substantially blacker.
I don't get sunburn. I win.
No, yes, you do.
I don't.
You're Irish as shit.
Yeah, but I'm also Italian.
Oh, that helps.
That's right. Whereas
What
you're just
part
pale.
of McLaughlin is Italian?
Do you know how last names work, Jeff? Like, do you realize that, just because your last name's one thing doesn't mean that's all you are?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure McLaughlin is Irish douchebag, I think. Yeah?
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And my friend...
I'm going to read this comic
my
book
friend
John
John O'Malley, my friend John O'Malley, the black guy, 100% Irish. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Haven't you heard of the Black Irish?
All right, well, watch out there, John.
Someone on our channel, I'm sure, is Irish and can back me up on this, but he's probably a member of the Black Irish clan.
I don't think you... Welcome to Wacky Gamer, everybody.
Hey!
We're going to be talking about nerd stuff. I'm Adam McLaughlin. That's Jeff Reitman.
I don't know why you did that intro, because it totally spoils our podcast.
I don't think it spoils...
rambling for like an hour at the beginning of the podcast.
But we're still rambling. We're just... at least now they know what we're rambling about. We're a podcast.
Do you want to ramble with a purpose today?
Sure.
Or you want to ramble with no?
Give me some
Explain to people why
stuff.
we weren't here for 2 weeks.
We weren't here for 2 weeks because last week I had to go up to Tahoe.
That was 2 weeks ago, I think.
No, that was last weekend.
No, last week I canceled on you.
What day were we supposed to do it last week?
We're supposed to do it on the weekend.
No, I was in Tahoe last weekend.
Oh,
The week before that you canceled out.
No, it was Monday.
It was Monday.
It was the makeup day.
The makeup day we were supposed to do it. That's
yeah.
right. And you canceled on me because you're a bitch.
Because I was sick. I'm still sick, but I'm pushing through because...
Oh, he's a trooper.
I like to pretend like I care about people.
You're a trooper.
I know.
I got stuck in Tahoe. We drove up in one of the
what a
worst storms.
crisis.
10 hours. It took 10 hours to drive to Tahoe. It usually takes 4.
That's what happens when you go to Tahoe and it's snowing and shit.
We put the chains on our tires backwards and upside down. They just flew right off of the car. We had to buy them twice.
Who's we?
Me.
Yeah.
And Kevin Monroe.
It was just the two of you?
Yep.
Now, who put on the chains?
I put on the one that stayed on the longest, I want to say. And I also want to say that Kevin was the one who was like, this is how to put on the chains.
Now, Kevin is like this tall Jamaican. Is he Jamaican? Or
he's
Trinidadian.
Yeah, he's
Trinidadian.
From Trinidad.
Dude, like 6'4", I would guess, something like that.
6'6".
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know this?
He mentions it on stage. I saw him.
Oh, I tend not to listen to him because I've heard his act 100 times by now.
You're just that good.
No, I'm done listening to Trinidadians talk about white people's problems.
Oh, that's hurtful.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think he talks about white people's problems.
No,
very much.
Kevin's awesome. Anyway,
he is.
Were you doing a show?
Yeah.
Okay. How was it?
It was good. We missed the first show, so we ended up losing money on the venture. But
how much were you getting paid? Oh, don't.
Why?
You can answer if you want to answer.
I was getting paid $100 a night.
But so how'd you lose money? Because you had to rent a car or something?
We missed the first night, and we had to rent the car, and we had to buy snow chains twice. So
why twice? Because you fucked
they
them
came
up?
off once, and then we had to stop.
So they came off, and you didn't recover them?
They were gone by the time we found out they came off. And then the guy pulled us over at the chain check and was like, I got to give you tires. This is the funny part. He was like, hey, you got to get snow chains. One of them fell off. And that's when Kevin flips out and just opens the door and starts swearing in Rastafari or whatever. Just like, boom, motherfucker, and he just leaves. He just wanders into the snowstorm. I don't see him for like 10 minutes. And when the guy's done putting on the snow chains, boom, he just shows, the door opens right up. He's like, I'm okay now. And then we started going. So that was interesting. It was cool, though.
Did you share a room with him?
No, we were hanging out in a friggin' beautiful ski lodge that we were...
Did they put you up?
Well, that was just one of their houses.
Oh,
geez.
geez.
It's just a guy's house. It's just my place. It's just 20 bedrooms. Oh, okay.
All right, whatever.
It was more like 4. Well, 7. Whatever.
18.
Whatever. A mansion.
1,000 billion. a lot of stuff you know nothing about, so it'll be a really
I
interesting
know
conversation.
more about you than pretty much everything.
About me or about...
Shut up. What are we talking about? Marvel versus Capcom?
Yeah, I just held up the manual for those listening.
Well, yeah, the people listening wouldn't. The people watching.
Well, so the amount of people that watch it on YouTube are 10 times that listen auditorially.
But here's the thing. I'm watching the back of the people who listen to the audio.
And it makes no sense. Anyway,
I got your back, audio listeners.
I asked people online about Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I'm going to go over to the computer real quick and check a comment. So I'm going to disappear out of frame for those watching.
Well, I'm going to talk about it for a minute. Why did they bring Mordek into it?
Oh, there's a lot of weird choices. So that was brought up on the YouTube comments on the crappy video I did.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I also question the logic of... I don't like Tron, which is a Capcom character.
Yeah, I know Tron.
Yeah. I hate that character, and there's the other one, I think, from Darkstalkers with the little hat, and she has long arms and walks all weird. I forget her name.
You have the book right there. You could look it up.
I'll look
right
it up
in the
right here. Anyway, you talk about what
well,
you want to
well,
talk
my
about.
thing is Mordek. Like, you have the whole Marvel universe, and this is a guy that's... But, why not have Charles Xavier? He's just as interesting, floating around.
Way more interesting, and they have... Yeah, I mean...
He floats around. He's a giant head that floats around.
Beautiful Joe was another one. I was like, really?
Beautiful Joe?
Beautiful Joe.
Oh, no, I thought that was neat.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he's fun. Whatever. Jeff's a hater. So
I do hate Dormammu. I cannot play Dormammu.
So basically, you hate all the Capcom characters.
No, okay, we'll say this. When I play, I tend to do all Marvel or all Capcom. I have a very hard time reconciling... splitting my loyalties between the two. It's very weird.
I can follow that.
X-23. I'm not finding the girl, even though I know she's in here. But so far, I've found, like, my 3, if anyone cares, is Wolverine, Super Skrull, and then the third one, I waffle back and forth between Deadpool, occasionally Captain America, and sometimes Thor.
Yeah.
Now, all 3 of those last characters I hate, which is why I switch between them.
Why do you hate
in
Deadpool?
The game.
Oh,
like
okay.
For me, the characters that are the most fun are the ones with like lots of fast attacks. I don't like people with really slow, brooding attacks.
So no Incredible Hulk for you? Is that what
no
you're saying?
Hulk. Even Dormammu. I've tried Dormammu. He's a little slow.
What the hell's Dormammu? Let me see this.
That guy.
Oh, God, I hate him. That's one of Doctor Strange's enemies. Really?
Doctor Doom is kind of slow. Where the hell is this chick?
My thing is, at least Doctor Doom belongs in there. You have the whole Marvel universe, and they picked Dormammu and Mordek.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And do I really need the Hulk and She-Hulk?
Yes, you do.
Really?
Is
Are
the
they
answer.
that different?
Yes, because one has tits.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I did.
But
I really
they're not
did.
good tits. They're like the
Wait a minute.
female bodybuilder tits, like the really bizarre.
Those are still good.
Okay, well you're totally gay then.
How does that make me? What, that I like boobs?
Yes, just go stick a dick in it.
Into a
No,
boob?
I can't find the character
I don't
I'm thinking
think you
about.
know how sex works,
because
Jeff.
I think it's one of the unlocks.
There's unlockable characters?
Yeah, so characters that aren't in this list, I can tell that doesn't have anything. Is Sentinel, like
you can be a
Marvel
Sentinel?
Yeah.
That would be awesome in
Wesker
the
an unlock, or
80s and 90s.
Not an unlock. I haven't unlocked all of them yet. I still have a couple to go because I suck at multiplayer and I keep trying to play it, and you don't get a lot of points if you lose.
Oh, yeah.
So, pointage has been slow going. Oh, the other character I like to play is X-23, who is basically Wolverine.
Yeah, X-23, Wolverine's clone daughter, if you don't know.
Who else is unlocked? I'd have to look. But anyway, the other question, so you were questioning Dormammu and MODOK.
Mm-hmm.
I am questioning on the Capcom side Arthur from Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
But that's campy
sure,
and
it's fun.
Yeah.
But I would rather have the Darkstalkers character, who I think are more campy and fun.
Oh, well, okay.
Than Arthur.
And they're designed for a fighting game.
Yeah. Arthur...
I guess.
I can't play him, and when I watch other people play him, even when they play him well, which is rare, I rarely see anyone playing him online. He looks ridiculous, like ridiculous bad, not ridiculous like, hey, you just did something cool that looks kind of silly. Like, just,
Does his armor come flying off and he's just in his underwear?
No,
No,
not that I've
stupid.
seen.
He should.
But I just want to point a couple comments out. But Guitaromania said my 3 characters are Spider-Man, Ryu. Well, depending on which asshole on the
I'll
internet.
say it the American way.
And Super Skrull. Does anyone else use Spider-Man? I feel like he's a shitty character. I have not seen anyone really online play Spider-Man and win. The one guy I beat handily was using Spider-Man. Now, it was his 3rd character. He didn't bring him up very often, but still.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, not a good sign. The ones that I'm seeing that people seem to be like kicking ass with or coming up again and again are Dormammu,
Really?
Tron. A lot of people are using Tron. Wolverine and Wesker. And
Wesker?
Yeah, Wesker, Capcom.
Okay.
But Wesker does these portal or teleport moves and a lot of like really quick, like flashy things, and he's got a really good hyper combo. So a lot of people are doing that.
Okay.
So they can evade you basically. But that playing online has made me realize why fighting games aren't as big as they could be. Is the barrier to entry is really, really high.
What do you mean?
If I'm a new fighting game fan or a person who's casual, I'm a very casual fighting game fan. The last fighting game I bought was probably Mortal Kombat on like Genesis or
That's a long time ago.
Super Nintendo, right? But I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I love the idea of it. I love the campiness of it to a certain extent. But trying to pull off the moves is very hard, and the training room, even though it shows you what you're doing, isn't very good at describing it to you.
Yeah.
Or it tells you how to do the move, but it doesn't tell you how to like chain combos well together. It just says do this, this, and this, and it names the move like hyperdrive and butt attack and sneak fool, and then you got to go into the menu and be like, okay, what are the keys for sneak fool? What is the and okay, I can do that now. Now I need to do one of those, and it doesn't tell you like, in order to do a really cool air combo, you need to first do your basic air combo, then
which is this
the advanced air move, and then unleash a hyper combo or whatever it is, and then tell you what those things are and get you to nail them down. It just kind of throws you in and is like, do it.
That's like Tekken was always good for that. Tekken would like demonstrate the moves for you and show you them. And
the funniest ones is the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has the challenge missions where it asks you to do all the moves, and in some of the moves you have to successfully execute a special block that your character has, and the other character is just every like 5 seconds doing a kick. So you have to basically, with no indication that he's going to do it, guess exactly when your move should line up with his foot to successfully complete the mission.
That's kind of a pain in the
butt.
Epic fail.
Yeah.
But what do you think of Marvel vs. Capcom overall?
I enjoy it. I wish. Oh, the other part I hate is the matchmaking, and the online is terrible. I've had so many times where I've tried to connect to a game, like find me a quick match. I don't care who I play. I just get me in, and it'll say failed to join host, and then kick me all the way back out to the multiplayer menu where I gotta click again ranked match or non-ranked, push the button to say okay basically, and then wait again for it to say failed to join, and usually it's 3 or 4 times before I finally get into a match.
That's not good. How's the load time?
It's not bad. It's actually, considering how terrible it's been in previous editions, it's
because that's the thing.
A few seconds. It's not.
That's the thing now that makes or breaks a game for me. You know,
because some of the old fighting games used to be like 30 seconds before you did.
Well, the newest Tekken. I told you about that. That's why I sent it right back.
I did not once think to myself, this loading time is ridiculous.
That's nice.
So, yes.
Right,
mission success on
that
front. But overall, I enjoy the game. I just wish I could play multiplayer more, and I wish the ranking system or the player match. I know, based on the comments of the people on our channel, there's a lot of people that suck as bad at the game as I do, right?
I don't know. Probably haven't played against you. You're pretty
Well,
bad.
That's what I said in the video.
Oh, all right.
But there's people that are equally as bad. I know they're out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know friends that are having the same experience I am. Why isn't it matching me against those people instead of people with like 20 wins?
I don't know.
It's doing it based on the rank. They have beginner, amateur, advanced, whatever. It's not doing it based on your actual skill. Like,
Yeah.
am I executing hyper combos? Am I chaining attacks together? Because that's really the indicator of whether you know the game, not whether you've won 1,000 times.
I don't know. If you win 1,000 times, you probably know the moves.
No, I could beat Laurel 1,000 times, my wife.
Yeah, but what are the chances that you get, against Laurel each time on that thing?
That's what I'm saying, though. The wins is not an indication of the skill.
I'm messing with you, Jeff. Come on.
I'm on cold medicine.
No, Jeff's on cold medicine.
Two different
I really
medicines.
wanna mess with him now.
I'm double dealing. By the way, I got some really good rum.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't drink it on the 2 cold medicines.
No, I would drink it in between.
In between doses of medicine?
Yeah.
You're doing great, Jeff. You're doing great, man.
Okay, let's see if there's any other comments real quick.
Any other comments about Capcom?
Marvel vs. Capcom before we hit up. Let's just read a couple people's combos. So Matitius 1, he said Wolverine, Dante, and Deadpool. So that's pretty close to mine with Wolverine and Deadpool. Dante, is he an unlock or is he? I think he might be a normal.
No, I'm thinking he's an unlock. I didn't notice him.
I didn't notice him in the. You can look that up while I'm looking at
I'm going to look this up. This is so important.
This was one that I had never seen someone actually play, but this guy, I have seen people play Hagar, but Hagar, S-Viper, and Taskmaster. Taskmaster is an unlock.
Taskmaster?
Taskmaster. But that's a really interesting combo. Red Falcon Gamers. He says FT effing W. I disagree because you can't beat Super Scroll. I got someone. Now this guy probably sucked. Have you played with Super Scroll?
Yeah.
So he just does the really fast, like ridiculous punching, and against any inexperienced player, they have no idea how to counter it.
Yeah.
So like I would get people in the corner and just be like, well, reverse it. So when I get into a match when everyone's doing the hyper combos and just not hyper combos, but the like chained combos.
Any combo.
No, hyper combos
he can't
are
do 'em.
easy. It's the chain combos.
Okay.
Anyway, when they just do that and I can't do shit about it, I feel like I'm paying someone else back for my pain in the other matches.
So by beating up noobs, you make up for the fact that people are beating you up.
It's karma equalizing itself. This is how I look at it.
Hypocrisy.
No, hypocrisy's where I punch you in the stomach and then claim I'm a pacifist. Like, watch. I'm a pacifist.
Yeah, but getting annoyed by people beating... Would you stop hitting me? Getting annoyed by people beating you up and then doing the same thing back to someone.
You were about ready to punch me.
Yeah.
So you would have just done what you said I'm doing.
No.
Being a hypocrite.
No, that
it's
doesn't
not.
make...
See, it's not a hypocrite
but
when I do that
that's to
shit.
you.
No, see.
You would...
You're so full of shit.
Whatever. Even your argument
let's read
reeks of hypocrisy.
one more.
Okay.
Plagues for All says he uses Dante again. Second vote for Dante, 0, and X23. It was very interesting to see everyone's combos of characters because the most interesting part is they did not line up with what I was seeing online. Not saying people weren't using any of those. It's just I saw the same pattern over and over when I was playing online, and that pattern did not reflect what was in our comments.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Now you know.
The other thing we want to talk about was Bulletstorm, which you knew nothing about until you walked in the door today.
That's true. Haven't even heard about it.
Adam lives under a rock.
I got other shit going on.
Come on. This thing's been on TV.
All damn
I know
bitches.
you watch Cheaters and Cops.
No, I don't watch Cheaters and Cops. I watch
I know
Hulu.
on Valentine's Day you were watching the Cheaters Marathon.
No, I was getting drunk.
Watching the Cheaters Marathon.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, I was at a bar. I'm classy.
Where they had the Cheaters Marathon on. See? It all ties together. Anyway, Bulletstorm is by Epic, sort of. It's another company that made it called Chair. But you saw the trailer.
I saw the trailer, and the trailer looks pretty fucking cool.
And I downloaded the demo, and it was pretty cool. It was definitely in the middle of the story. You were just kind of thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
But the question I had for people on the forums, and a lot of people answered this, was, is it too short? Because it looked to me before... I did not know before this week that it was a boxed game. I always anticipated from the trailers that it was going to be like an XBLA $20, $30 downloadable product.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, it's like people were saying 4 to 6 hours. And it's a $60 full boxed game. Lots of online co-op, but...
How big are the boards?
You mean levels?
Levels, whatever. It's a shooting game. It's a shooting game, right?
It's whatever.
So how big are the maps? I mean, because I can get a lot of time out of a shooting game if I have big maps.
No, they're very on rails. So even the demo, it's very like here,
really?
here, yeah. But given the game, like how you have to kill people,
yeah.
I don't know that it would work if it was wide open, but there is multiplayer co-op. But I don't
know. 4 hours.
4 hours for $60. I'm starting to feel like my grandmother. Like, I remember when games would be 20 hours for $8.
Well, I don't know. $15
and
an
milk
hour.
was 20 cents a carton.
Oh, back when milk was 20 cents a carton.
It's like last week or something, wasn't it?
Is it?
Libya fucked that all up.
Oh, I could go for some milk.
What?
I want some milk.
What? Breast milk?
Well, that's
Do you remember
disgusting.
that Chappelle show? Where he
yeah.
breast milk. Okay.
Jeff, with your damn cold medicine, you just...
Oh, I'm no more random than normal. Don't even.
A little bit more.
No, not really.
Just a little. All right.
Where's your uncle? I'm just kidding.
Well, I've been rereading Hush.
Oh, you're just going to ignore Bulletstorm?
Yep.
You got nothing?
Well,
okay.
haven't we talked about it?
Sure.
Was there anything else
Go
you
ahead,
wanted to say?
talk about Hush.
What else did you want to say?
Look.
You didn't have another damn thing to say
I
at
was
all.
going to read a couple comments.
Okay, then read them.
P.S. Nice sunglasses from Alex WTF.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. It's nothing to do with Bulletstorm.
I missed you.
Are you going to read another comment?
Sure. Jeff, have you tried the demo for Bulletstorm? I just answered that.
I swear to God.
Alex WTF.
Swear to God.
Do you want another comment?
If I can't talk about the comic I'm reading.
Okay, XXY So Serious Clan XX said, "You're sick, aren't you? I can hear it in your voice." Yes, I am sick.
All right, so I've been reading Hush. Again, have you read Hush?
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Here, give me the back. I'll remember it as soon as I start reading the little summary thing.
It's great. Like I've read it a long time ago. But I totally forgot about it. But my friend let me borrow it, and man,
see, I have the big hardcover. It's like a third bigger.
Yeah,
and it's got pretty good art in it.
Well, the art's great, but it reminds me why Batman is so amazing, and
as a comic, not just a character, but yeah.
And also why DC, like what DC has going for it. I mean, I don't know, the story arcs in DC are just so much more
and
in
you
depth.
were a Marvel guy.
I am a Marvel guy.
But you were harassing me for reading a lot of DC
recently. Yes. And I will tell you this, I don't like DC characters half as much as I like Marvel characters. But that being said, I find that the story arcs in this are a lot more compelling and in depth. I mean, this is a 12-issue story arc. It's one story arc for an entire year. Yep. You know, and each comic is revealing just a little bit more and a little bit more. That's nice.
And to me, some of the comics, and Hush didn't do this, but a lot of comics have this thing where it feels like there's stuff in there just to pad out the issue.
Yeah.
They want to reveal one little nugget and the rest is just kind of fluff and filler. I feel DC does a better job of not putting the filler in.
Yeah.
There are DC comics that...
Well, yeah.
I've read. I've been reading Identity Crisis, which I never read before.
pretty good, huh?
I'm only a third of the way through, so don't spoil.
All right, don't spoil it. It's good though. It's a
and
good one though.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, what do you think of Scott Pilgrim? I've gotten mixed reviews.
Did you see the movie?
Yes.
And what did you think of the movie?
The movie was amazing.
Okay. The book is almost exactly the same as the movie. There's some stuff they cut, and I think the stuff they cut is interesting. But if you had seen the movie, I would not feel compelled to read the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the reaction I got from.
But
a lot
I
of people.
got Amazon basically slashed the prices by 2/3 or something like that at one point. So I got them all for like $20.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I got to get on Amazon. You know what? Here's something that I've been reading that's really interesting.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Tell
me more.
Irredeemable.
Tell me.
I swear to God, Jeff. I swear to God. I don't care if you're sick.
I'm having a great day.
Irredeemable.
Irredeemable.
That's the name of the comic. Irredeemable. I believe it's Dynamite Comics. It's either Dynamite or Boom. But basically the idea is I got the first trade back. Idea is there's this guy that's like Superman. He can fly, laser vision, he can hear, he's a god, right? And he snaps and goes evil. And it's everybody trying to deal with this because it takes the whole world to try and figure out
Haven't
what
they
to
had
do.
Superman going crazy, or
They've had Superman go crazy, but
and
this
they've had
is,
what's his face, the opposite Superman guy.
it's Bizarro Superman.
Bizarro.
It has nothing to do with Superman going crazy.
No, but he's also like as powerful kind of as Superman.
Well, ish.
Yeah,
But
and then you have to deal with him.
He's
But you always have
mentally retarded
Superman
and clumsy.
to deal with him. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is,
Okay, what's the point of the story?
well, the point is that Superman goes
This
crazy.
is fascinating.
I swear to, I had to listen to you ramble about Capcom versus Street Fighter.
No, you want to know because you want to play it.
Oh, God.
If I loan this to you, you'll borrow it, won't you?
My Xbox is broken.
How'd it break?
I don't know. It just gave me the red ring of death.
It's not Reds, is it?
No,
It's your roommates.
It's my roommates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, get Reds. Problem solved.
Okay, whatever. Look, listen.
Irredeemable. Superman going crazy. I've been listening. But
really
it's not
good.
like Bizarro
It's a really good comic. You guys should read it.
on Dynamite or Boom.
Irredeemable.
Graphic novel?
Yep.
How many pages?
I am not telling you.
As thick as Hush or thicker?
Thinner. It's probably thinner, but it's I think it's a 6 or 7 story or 6 or 7 trade back arc.
So what makes it so awesome?
What makes it so
I'm
awesome?
pretending like I care. Go ahead. What makes it so awesome? I seriously want to know.
What makes it so awesome, all right, is the way that these people are. Well, okay, like things that you don't think about. Superman can hear you wherever you are. He can hear you. If you're anywhere in the atmosphere, he can hear you.
Sure, if he's not tuning you out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine trying to make plans to stop Superman.
But
do
Superman
you
can't
go?
read minds.
Superman can't read minds,
And he
but
can't read what I'm writing from the other side of the planet.
well, yeah, he could, but
He could from space, but I don't think his vision can go through the planet.
I
I don't know that it's been proven or disproven.
There's a big iron core, but the point is, it's very hard to make plans without Superman knowing. It's little things like that.
I guess
or like,
Superman could hear you writing and maybe discern from the pattern exactly what you're writing.
probably,
So
like
yeah,
he's a
you'd
god.
be pretty fucked.
Yeah. Or think about this. There's a huge rally. Everybody's like, "Yay, Superman!" or whatever this guy's name is. I forget his superhero name.
Cumbucket, I think.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And one person's just like, "Wow, he looks stupid." Yeah. As soon as that person says that, you're killed by Superman.
Except
It is
it's
awesome.
not Superman. It's the other
It's
guy.
the other guy.
Yeah.
It's the other guy, but he's clearly Superman.
I just
It's
want to make that clear to everybody.
It's just really compelling. Like I've gotten to the point where the entire UN has given up to this guy, and each country now the countries are fighting over who will let this guy take over and have their country be their base.
Huh.
And his solution, this one country, I don't even remember, it's like an island,
Latveria?
whatever. His solution is to sink the entire island. He kills every single person on the island. And he makes the superheroes that are there to save him.
Yeah.
He makes them choose 4 people that they're allowed to save.
This sounds like that Japanese movie.
And he's like, now you know what it's like to be me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Awesome. What?
The Japanese movie where like the high school kids go and the only one of them
Battle Royale?
Battle Royale. That's
It's a
it.
book.
It's
that
also
was
a
made
movie.
into a movie.
Fuck. I mean, Scott
Whatever.
Pilgrim was a book that was made into a movie.
You gonna interrupt me? I'm gonna start doing this to you.
Doesn't
That doesn't
bother
bother
me.
you.
Nope.
Not even.
Not
Not
at
even
all.
a little bit.
You're right.
I know. So what do you want to talk about, Jeff? Come on, what do you want to talk about, man?
I don't need to talk.
I don't want to talk.
I really don't care.
That's right.
I'm not gonna get all upset like you do, and
no,
have to
gonna
wring
get
out
all
my
upset like I do.
panties, Get
Man,
sand
the
in your
panties,
vagina.
sand and vaginas.
Sand
Sand
in
and
vaginas
is an epidemic.
Epidemic.
It's not easy to talk and say what
You
exactly
wait.
what's
Come
Well, you
on,
can't.
try it. You wait half a second,
You wait
and
half a
then
second
you
before you
say-
get
and
a banana split. See, it's
I
hard to
didn't
do.
I stopped. And
You
you
did
kept
stop
talking.
because you gave up.
No, you kept talking. See, you got to do it. Here, you do it.
No, you
talk.
do it. You do it. I'm going to do it to you.
Poops.
Poop. Well, you can't just say one.
Oh, you want me to
word.
say more? See,
You have to
you already
expand.
failed again.
Well, if you just say
Your
poop,
life is a failure.
if
is
you
what
just
I'm
say
saying.
poop, there's no way I could follow you. You have to say a sentence.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
See?
See? Damn. I'm still a little behind. I want to say it exactly at the same time.
I only have PS3. I don't blame
I
you
don't
for getting it for
make me
Xbox.
forget
though.
the
PS3
rest
is
three
really
of the-
starting.
All right,
to
now
piss
you're
me
just
the fuck
talking
off.
fast.
No,
All right,
I'm
whatever.
reading Trev Guy 00's
Whatever.
comment. He
Whatever.
said, "Get Bulletstorm seriously. Don't be a lit dick."
Oh my God, you read one about Bulletstorm. That's amazing. That was only 20 minutes.
After
20
the
minutes too
topic.
late.
Joe Jonas said he's gonna get it today. So there you go.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh
I got some news. I haven't started playing it yet, but I got Mass Effect 2 at my house.
no one cares. That game sucks. It was made by BioWare.
What do you mean?
Why don't
What
you
do
go
you
play
mean?
Dragon Age 2?
I can't wait.
I
I saw
can totally wait.
some pics from it. Looks sweet. It
Vitamin
looks like
water.
Vitamin water. It looks like you can.
You did better at the repeat thing there.
Thank you. You could. It looks like you have like 50 people that you can pick from to be in your party.
Now, which game are we talking about?
Dragon
now?
Age 2.
See, I just changed subjects from
Why'd you-
shitty game to other shitty game.
Yeah, let's talk about Dragon Age 2. I am psyched.
Okay,
I am
speaking of
psyched.
Dragon Age 2, I have been playing Phoenix Wright on my iPhone.
What?
You know Phoenix Wright?
No.
It's an awesome DS game that they ported over to iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's normally $4.99. I got it for 99 cents because they had a sale. Capcom had a big sale,
Okay.
and it's been awesome.
What is it?
You're an attorney. It's one of those Japanese games which is a lot of text.
You're an attorney?
I know it sounds so
Oh.
dumb. This is why I didn't buy it on the Game Boy.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead. Come on.
And you just go through and you have to find evidence and there's trials and it's very linear. I mean, if you wanted to go through the walkthrough, you could just fucking do it. But I mean, it's the same as Final Fantasy. If you wanted to just
Well, what do you mean you have to find evidence? Where do you find evidence?
at the crime scenes and by talking to people and they tell you things and then you go ask people about other things and then they were like, oh yeah, I did see that. Here's a picture that I snapped when I was masturbating that one day.
And then you go to the court and you have to like type out a deposition or something?
No, at the court, there's someone else. There's someone who's always shady. That's the other attorney,
Mhm.
usually the plaintiff. At least
Mhm.
in every one I've played, you're the defendant's lawyer or the defendant. And then you question the witness, you poke holes in their arguments, and try and convince
Mhm.
the judge that you're right.
This sounds so much cooler than Dragon Age 2.
Absolutely, it's such a better
Oh, my
game.
God.
And at 99 cents, it's 1/60th the cost.
Man, nerd boner.
You're telling me,
all
buddy.
the fun of being a lawyer without any of those annoying paychecks. Yay!
Ask Damon about those paychecks.
Yay! I'm not saying every lawyer gets a paycheck. I bet Damon gets more than negative 99 cents.
We know a comedian who was a lawyer.
He is a lawyer. He is a lawyer.
He doesn't like to think of himself as one.
I guess not. Whatever. We shouldn't talk about him.
Did we talk about jury duty?
You had jury duty?
We didn't talk about that?
I don't think so.
I swear we talked about it.
Maybe we did. Let's skip it.
Cool.
What was your jury duty for?
I mean, the city calls you in every 2 years. I go in.
Nobody's ever called.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Never.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Weird. Okay.
They
So
know
anyway,
better.
in America, for those of you who well, actually, it's different state by state.
Mhm.
But in San Francisco, you have compulsory jury duty. If you're registered to vote, every 2 years the city can, and I guess sometimes doesn't, call you in. I've been called in twice in 5.5 years. First time, they give you a phone number. You call up. They tell you whether to report. First time, I called in 4 days in a row. Didn't schedule a report. I fulfilled my jury service, right? This time, they call me in. They tell me to come to the courthouse.
All right.
They stick me on a jury panel, which is like 60 people for a room of 12.
Okay.
Or for actual room for 12 or 14. And then they call names for the first 18 who are going to be questioned by the lawyers to see whether they want to reject them or accept them.
Yeah.
So I get called in the first 18.
Okay.
So the lawyers standing up there asking questions. It was actually really fascinating. Lawyers up there asking questions like, does anyone have any so the case was, I should mention, auto accident. The plaintiff was suing for personal injury and damage, lost wages. They didn't say the amounts or anything, just that's what he was suing for. So the lawyer was asking questions like, has anyone been in an auto accident? I'm like, yeah. And here's the assistant's marking down the answers. Has anyone ever been involved in a lawsuit? Yeah. Has anyone been in a lawsuit involving an auto accident? Yeah. So he asked me what, and I'm like, I was sued for personal injury and lost wages in an automobile accident. And he goes, does that affect your view of my plaintiff's case? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of think it's bullshit. So I didn't say bullshit, but I'm like, yeah, I don't have a lot of respect for the lawyers in this case, having dealt with this and been in the middle. And every time he would ask a question, does anyone have a problem or does anyone have prior experience, I had to raise my hand. It got to the point where he stopped bothering asking me my opinions or what the issue was. So I was the first juror dismissed.
Who would have thought that the lawyer would be like, this guy's too much of an asshole to deal with?
Yeah, well, not just asshole, just
I would have thought it.
The fact that I've been involved in that case, he doesn't want me on there. I'm gonna
Were you really involved with accidents? Or wow, because I would have just lied.
When I moved to San Francisco,
my whole family was killed by a car.
Well,
accident.
they could always check and then.
Oh, like they're gonna check.
You're under oath, technically.
Yeah, an oath on what? The Bible? No,
they don't make you put your hand on the Bible. They just make you raise your hand and say,
"I missed the Bible."
That you're telling the truth, basically.
So yeah, I don't see why.
But no, I was involved in an accident, low speed. I hydroplaned into somebody. They sued me for damages.
God, just hearing this makes my neck hurt. I think I might have to sue you. God,
the insurance company offered her a dollar figure to settle.
My feelings. Ouch.
She refused. She sued me. My lawyer raped her lawyer.
Wow, that seems a little harsh.
Well, her lawyer backed down. I know, it's different. It's weird in the States.
It's different.
They don't do this kind of thing in Finland. In Finland, they actually talk. Like in
but
America,
here they rape.
You can actually just go violate another lawyer's butt and get him to settle for less money.
Oh, I could win so many lawsuits.
It's just a matter. It's. Have you ever seen like a high school wrestling match?
Yeah.
It's like that, but they're both naked. But whoever slips in first wins.
Yeah, high school wrestling match.
Yeah, but usually they're not naked. Usually you have the short shorts, and you got to kind of sneak it down the side of the leg.
We didn't actually have a high school wrestling team. This is just something we do in the locker rooms.
Whatever you want to call it. But
wrestling. Wrestling.
Naked wrestling.
Well, that's how you wrestle.
But normally you don't settle a lawsuit at the end of it in high school. I mean, that's the difference, is that at the end of the day.
Nope, you just give them your money and say thanks.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what happened.
Thank you, Terry.
The guy's like, I guess I'll take less money from you.
Yeah. So it worked out.
So, yeah, anyway, it affected my view of the plaintiff.
I could see why that would do that.
Yeah. Yep. So fuck that guy.
Get him. So.
Yeah, that was my jury duty experience. Anything else been going on?
Well, you really don't want to talk about Mass Effect 2 at all?
You could talk about it.
I haven't started playing it yet. I'm really excited. I wanted to.
So what did you have to talk about it?
I wanted to hear what you thought about it.
I'm gonna hate it.
Why?
I stopped playing Mass Effect 1
Yeah.
about 10 hours in when I realized it was pointless. And I'm like, if I'm going to play a pointless game, I will go play World of Warcraft.
All games are pointless.
No.
No,
Marvel
they are,
vs.
literally.
Capcom 3 makes me feel like a superhero. Mass Effect makes me feel like a really good reader of text.
You really are good at reading text.
I know.
That's
much better than you.
I noticed.
Because I can read things.
Well, I can't even see. That's too far away from me.
Backwards.
It's too far away from me.
Okay. So this guy,
Yeah.
Dom E. Reaper.
Are you really just going to prove to me that you can read? Because I know you can read.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, because it's still the screen about Bulletstorm or whatever.
The one guy has an exclamation point at the end of his sentence. Yeah.
Tell him to stop screaming at us.
Oh, the best. You should hear about this YouTube comment.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything about Mass Effect 2 other than...
I wanted to see what you thought. Okay, clearly
I'm not
you're
interested.
Gonna hate it.
I'm not
I heard
interested.
it was supposed to be awesome. I'm going to try it.
You should try it.
I'm going to.
I'm not going to judge you for trying it.
But you will.
I will judge you for liking it.
I'm probably going to like it.
Well, then consider yourself prejudged. I am prejudiced towards you.
Ooh, little English theory there.
Or prejudiced, which I think is the root of prejudiced.
Pre-Judas? Before Judas?
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, what?
What was I going to talk about?
I don't know.
Fuck. This is
Talk about
medicine.
a YouTube comment.
Oh, YouTube comment. So in the Harry Potter Nerd Wars,
Okay.
one of us, I don't remember which one, mentioned it was Doctor Strange versus Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah. That Voldemort was not a teacher. Somehow we mentioned teachers. A couple people posted comments about it, but this girl, all caps, Mad Scientist Luna, comment still there, says, Voldemort was so a teacher. If you're going to do this, make your facts right. And then...
What was her example?
Well, okay. Then she sends me a private message. Which is the same thing. It's like, I love your Nerd Wars, but man, you need to check your facts. Blah, blah, blah. He was a professor.
When?
You need to know what the hell you're talking about. I didn't even bother to learn your names. Blah, 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 right?
But when was he a professor?
He wasn't. He was never a professor. He applied twice and got rejected.
Yeah, and he was hiding under that guy's turban.
Yeah, he kind of controlled or was...
But still not a professor.
Not a professor, yeah. So I read back. Thank you for not learning our names. That really helps your argument.
I didn't bother to learn our names either.
I often don't recall our names.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve.
So I read back that, and then she says something like, or I said, I would like for you to name a page in the book or a section of the book where it was said that Voldemort was a teacher. Because I'm like, maybe I'm wrong.
I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm incapable of a Google search. I would believe that Google could fail me. So I'll give her benefit of the doubt. But I said there's no need to be a jerk about it. But let me know.
Did you really did you say jerk?
Yeah, because of the name thing mostly.
Okay.
I didn't really care that she was calling us out on the facts. Because we do.
Yeah, we
fuck up
we
all
get
the
it
time.
wrong all the time.
And honestly, a lot of people think Nerd Wars is prepped. We improvise that shit.
No, we just do it right on the spot.
And most of the time, we don't even know what Nerd Wars we're doing until like 5 minutes before we turn the camera on.
7.
Occasionally,
Usually
we'll
7.
decide the week before, but then the
usual.
next week, we will be like, which ones are we going to do?
Let's do a different one. Captain Bucky O'Hare versus Ranger Rick.
And that's what happened in the Voldemort one. Everyone keeps asking. What happened to Voldemort? I don't even remember who we paired him up against. Dumbledore or Gandalf or something. But
I don't remember.
We just didn't. We forgot and didn't record it.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. Anyway, so she writes back then. Oh, I'm so sorry. My friend misinformed me. I'll learn your names now. My bad. I was like,
oh, that's hey, good for her.
Good for her, manning up while womaning up on the.
I think that's awesome.
On the mistake.
Not enough people man up to their mistakes.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Good on yous.
Good on yous?
Good on yous.
Is that like a onion thing at
no, it's a pasta sauce.
Onions?
Good onion sauce.
What is it?
It's good.
Actually, tell us what is in onions sauce.
Oh, please tell us what's in good onions.
On the YouTube comments or on Facebook.
Wherever you want.
And
but give me a recipe.
I've been trying stuff on Facebook. You should join the Facebook fan page.
But I'm not a fan of us.
No, but you see
I
what
kinda
people
hate
have
us.
to say. We have a rapport going. Actually, don't join because I like the people who are on Facebook. And if you
And
join,
I'm going to ruin
you're
the
gonna
rapport.
fuck it all up.
Now I'm going to join. Way to go, dick.
That was I was trying to motivate you.
Oh, well, now I'm not.
Reverse
Too late.
we don't want you there
You
anyway.
showed your hand. Oh, you bastard. I'm going to get on that. I'm going to get on it so fast, Jeff. Nobody
I should
tells
tell.
me what to do.
I meant to tell you this earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Drunken podcast.
Yeah, what about it?
Me, you, Red, Cronin.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Like March,
Sometime in March? Okay.
considering February's like almost done.
Over.
Yeah.
Mhm. But I'm telling you this. We have to get hard alcohol.
Oh, that's why I was tasting rums.
Yes. That's why you're tasting rums?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm going to have vodka gimlets.
I'm gonna have
Classy.
chicken nuggets.
Oh, my God. I would love to drink a
Vodka
chicken nugget.
infused chicken nuggets. Or
Can they do that?
You just inject this thing with one of the little baster things.
But really, vodka? It seems more like, like a whiskey. I think chicken's a whiskey.
Gin. I would believe gin.
Gin?
Yeah, gin's
don't
pretty
know.
neutral. You don't want to take away from like the ketchup or the barbecue sauce on the nuggets. You just want to
Yeah.
accidentally get drunk, I think, is what the goal would be.
No, I'm going whiskey. I think. All right. In the comments, please tell us which alcohol goes best with chicken nuggets.
Or email podcast@wackygamer.com.
Or email. But
No,
if you
I
were
don't
going
wanna
to
know-
inject a nugget with alcohol,
Inject, not
and-
drink.
and we'll do it.
I want to know if you were to inject
I will do it.
alcohol into a chicken nugget.
We will have votes. It'll be part of the Drunken Podcast. I will eat an alcohol-infused chicken nugget.
From McDonald's.
Oh, chicken McNugget.
Wait, do we want to do, like, what kind of chicken nuggets were you thinking?
I thought like Tyson, but this is a lot easier.
Yeah, we just go buy them. It's right down
I
the
like
road.
I like this idea better.
Yeah, we'll go buy a 10-pack or something,
Mhm.
and maybe we'll try different alcohols. We'll
Maybe.
do a taste test.
Maybe we'll all get sick.
I'm sure
on
it'll be
chicken
hideous.
nuggets. It'll be awful. They'll all be bad.
If you've tried this, I want to know.
Yeah, that'd be
but
nice.
if you tried it and it was horrible, don't tell us that because then we won't do
No, I'll still do it.
it. Comic-Con.
Yes.
We're going to do Comic-Con.
Sweet.
We're going to start a Kickstarter account. We're going to need donations. We need to raise like $1,700.
What's the best nation in the world?
Wacky Gamer Nation.
Donation. That's right.
Oh.
Hey Jeff, I bet I know where you got them shoes.
Your mama's house?
On your feet. Give me a dollar.
You
I know all the homeless lines.
This sounds a lot like Ryan Cronin's material. that
I
you're-
bet you I can knock down this wall with one hand. Knock, 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 knock. Hello, give me a dollar bill.
Okay.
Give me a dollar.
For those who weren't watching, he literally knocked in a vertical pattern
Knock, knock, knock.
down a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was probably the most exciting thing you would have ever seen, which is why you should watch us on YouTube. Or just go to the 47-minute mark on YouTube.
I bet you I can tell you where you were born.
Your mom's house?
A hospital. Hello, give me a dollar.
I was actually
I'm
born in a
homeless.
bathtub in Nebraska.
Oh, well, you know what? Give me a dollar anyway. I'm homeless.
Oh, you forgot the other part. You forgot.
Usher, write some lyrics. Seriously. Let's talk about that, all right? Well, I was watching the
No.
Super Bowl halftime show.
Usher can sing,
He could sing.
but not in that song.
He could-
auto-tunes that shit.
Exactly. He's auto-tuning it. He wasn't even singing during the Super Bowl. That man can
No
dance.
one does.
I'll give him that. He can dance, but no, Prince. That was the last good Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, but
that we've had.
anymore, no one sings in the
I
Super
mean,
Bowl.
anymore. It was like 2-3 years ago.
Eh.
Usher didn't sing in the... Fergie sang in the Super Bowl. She sounded awful.
Awful, yeah.
Look at me. I'm Catwoman. Botox in.
Now, Fergie needs auto-tune. Usher does not. That's the funny part.
That's a funny... Well, I think Usher was too focused on dancing. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. He's trying to dance and not screw up,
Oh,
but
yeah, look, I'm dancing. But hey,
I would
you
rather
know what?
hear
You're
you
a singer.
sing. Yeah.
You're a singer. It's like
I
bet you what? I bet you anything. I could probably dance really good, but since I paint houses for a living, it's a bad idea. Why don't you just do your job, Usher?
I think it's hilarious when they have the Grammy presentations
Yeah.
and they really zoom in on the person's face and they're supposed to be singing lines and they're not even. It's not even that they're doing bad lip syncs. Their
Yeah.
lips are not moving,
Yeah. Well,
and the song gets sigh.
sigh.
What's the Prince song? Oh shit! So we were talking about Prince at work the other day, and one of the guys had
That's
never. I mean, he knew Prince, but he had never heard this one song, and I had to go find the video for him and show it to him, and he did not believe that Prince looked like that. For some reason, he had heard Prince songs.
Purple Rain.
It's him and a girl in the video, and I
That
know it's
narrows
like
it
every
down.
Prince video, but at the end he's just kind of like, and that's the
Sexy
part-
motherfucker.
No, watch your mouth.
Raspberry beret.
Raspberry Beret.
Okay.
But there's one part at the end where he's just like,
Well, no. And the ride. I said the ride.
No, it's not that. No, different song then.
See a little red Corvette.
No, I mean he went like way falsetto, like.
Okay, you're
So
really not narrowing
I have
this
to
down.
find out the song because I had that song stuck in my head.
I hope you don't get addicted to this cold medicine.
Why?
You're like,
Am I really that bad?
it's the song where Prince is with a girl. He's short and he sings really high pitched. Every Prince song.
I think you just described a Rush song.
Rush.
He's just really high pitched and
Paula
except
Abdul.
the girl.
Rush, hurry.
No, the
hurry,
Canadian
lover,
band, you
come to
asshole.
me. Rush, I wanna feel you.
Oh, here's a good question. We're gonna post
Yeah?
this on Facebook, but see
All right.
if you know. Was fourth most viewed or subscribed country with the U.S., UK, I think Canada.
Ours?
Yeah,
Germany.
that's what you would think.
All right, what is it?
Other options: Sweden, Finland. You know those kind of
I
countries.
guess I don't know.
Mexico.
No, that makes sense.
What's up to my Mexican brothers, yo? ¿Cómo va?
Viva la raza.
Vamos
Did I
aquí.
say that right?
Chúpame como
I think you actually know Spanish.
un poco.
I could try some. Por favor.
Necesita ayuda con mi amigo.
Yoda's here?
Necesito.
Is that Yoda's niece? Necesito?
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know what we're saying, man. I don't
You
speak
don't know
Spanish.
Spanish? You live in the fucking mission.
So what?
You should know Spanish. Like everyone around you speaks Spanish.
Look, man. Neil Armstrong's been to the moon. Doesn't mean that he's got to eat space rocks.
Nobody knows how to talk to Marvin the Martian.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Marvin the Martian spoke English. Neil Armstrong's Mexican.
No, Marvin the Martian on TV was translated to English because Americans could not understand
That's
his Martian
preposterous.
dialect.
You're an idiot.
John Glenn was who taught.
The guy that sang Rocky Mountain High?
Oh my God.
Rocky Mountain High.
Okay, this is why we don't hang out
John
for more than an
Glenn.
hour. The conversation devolves into talk about John Denver.
Oh, I miss John Denver.
No, you don't. When he died in that plane crash, that
wish I
was
was
the
in that
best thing that
plane.
ever happened to America.
I wish I was in that plane because I would hold him. I'd be like,
Did I just say that?
you know what's sad about John Denver? You know what kind of glasses he wore?
Yours?
Aviator glasses. He
Oh,
wore
that's
big
true.
old aviator glasses. Irony. Take that, Denver.
Take that, Denver or John Denver?
Well, John Denver.
Okay.
Denver. You're doing good.
No, we're
Denver.
gonna put it on the city of Denver.
No.
What do you think about the Carmelo Anthony trade?
The what?
See, this is Adam so sports tarded.
The Carmelo Anthony tray?
Wow.
It sounds like a wonderful Sunday. I will have 2 Carmelo Anthony trays.
With the strawberry on top.
Oh, they come with strawberries now.
Yeah. And a
Nice.
vodka infused chicken nugget.
I'm thinking vodka's a bad idea, man. I'm telling you, the whiskey one's going to be the one that sells it.
I think the rum that I bought that I just tried last
Rum
night
would be better with chicken.
than whiskey and gin for sure.
Well, gin. I mean, you've heard of like food that has whiskey in it. Yeah, I've heard of food that has rum in it.
Beer.
I haven't heard of many
Wine.
gin foods. You know,
That's because no one's ballsy enough to try it. We could break new food ground. We could revolutionize.
I could break the enamel on your toilet with the amount of vomit that's going to be coming
with
up.
that shit you just took before the podcast. I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
you did.
I would like to say this, now that you bring that up. Thanks for making sure there was toilet paper in there, buddy. There was no toilet paper. But luckily, I had some napkins in my pocket.
You could have just asked. I would have given you toilet paper.
Well, you were walking the dog.
No, he was outside.
Whatever. I managed. Luckily, I had a lot of napkins.
Lucky Adam's like a homeless person, so he doesn't mind if he smells like ass.
I had a lot of napkins. That's what I do. I take napkins.
Why? Because you're
Because-
fucking homeless, dude.
No.
Yes.
Because you never know when you're going to be at a douchebag's house and there's no toilet paper. You never know when you're going to need to blow
Actually,
your
you
nose.
know exactly when you're going to be at a douchebag's house.
Well, that's true, but you don't know when there's never going to be toilet paper.
It's not my fault.
It is. It's totally
No.
your fault because the toilet paper's right over
What's
there on
the
a
number
chair.
one rule of going to the bathroom in any place?
Wipe the
Before
seat.
you pull down your pants, you confirm there's toilet paper.
See, and I would have just thought that since you're not 18, you would have toilet paper.
Why? I can run through my house with my pants around my ankles to go find toilet paper if I
No,
need to.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because I've been meaning to tell you about the little chocolate splatters on your floor.
Dexter usually licks those up.
Yeah. Oh, God. Dexter's the name of his dog, if you were wondering.
People know because we talked
No,
about it,
you
even
have
though
to
you've
make-
claimed
you-
many times that we haven't talked about it.
You have to make sure people know things about like this. They have to know.
Dexter's my nickname for Adam.
No.
So when I say Dexter usually licks it up, it's because Adam hasn't been here for 2 weeks that the floor is covered with chocolate splatters.
Do you really think that I'd ever sink low enough to lick poop off the floor? I don't bend over that low.
You're pretty gay. That's true. You don't have the flexibility.
That's right.
That's why we have Cronin come over every once
That's
in
why
a while.
Cronin, who we also call Dexter.
Shit. So I didn't finish with the Kickstarter. We're going to need to raise a bunch of money
Oh, we need to raise money.
eventually. But
Vitamin
Kickstarter
water.
only allows 90 days of
Oh.
lead before the event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like the perfect time to mention vitamin water. One of
Vitamin
the
water.
greatest drinks. Vitamin water. $200 every time we mention vitamin water. And Jeff keeps touching me.
Let's both get close. Vitamin
water. If anybody out there works for vitamin water, tell them how many times we've mentioned
talked about
vitamin water. Vitamin water.
Not for Loco.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin water.
You know what? I think this is a good time to say, if you have any product that you'd want to pay us to endorse, feel free.
Any at all.
We don't even care. You own an abortion clinic?
If you would like to pay us in fractions of a penny, that's cool too.
No.
Yeah.
What fractions
cool with
of a penny based on what? How
Like
many times
every
we
time
say
we
it?
say it. So if you want to give us 1/10 of a penny every time we say, I'll take that.
That is a horrible idea. That means we'd have to say it 10,000 times just to get $1.
Much like our YouTube views. Hey, yo.
That's
All right.
depressing.
All right. I think we're going to call it over.
Yeah, well, I think we've been doing this for about an hour now.
My medication's wearing off.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I need to either punch someone in the nuts or take another pill. I haven't
You should
decided
take a
yet.
pill.
Okay. I can still get in there. I don't know what you're blocking.
Yeah, but I'm going to kick you in the face when you do.
I got a microphone.
So, thank you so much for listening to Wacky Gamer. We hope you had as much
Facebook.wackygamer.com.
We hope we had as much fun as us.
What's our email address?
What's our email address? www.lickmyballs.com.
That's a fucking web address. It's podcast@wackygamer.com.
Podcast@wackygamer.com. Peace. God damn you.